Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part 2 of the shit that I am loving video. It was way too long, so I cut it into 2 parts. This is all the quotes that I've been loving, and I have been loving a lot, and I find them really inspirational, so I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's just pick up exactly where we left off, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you, bye! The last few things I wanted to share with you guys are some quotes. Now, I have been on Tumblr a lot recently and just kind of discovering a lot of different quotes on there that have kind of helped me in some sort of way to grow or to see the world in a different way and to kind of accept things for what they are and not regret and hold on to things and let them affect how I am today. So I really wanted to share these quotes with you because I know from my Instagram messages and from your comments that a lot of you are struggling at the moment, but I thought maybe these quotes would help you or give you a new perspective on life or on the situation you're going through if you're struggling at the moment, or even if you're not. I just think they're great quotes anyway, so I'm going to share them with you because why not? Some of these are kind of long, but I'm gonna read them out to you because I really like them and I do have quite a few, so let's just get cracking. The first one says, things happen for a reason. Whether it's for the better or worse, you just have to learn to deal with it. I know it hurts sometimes when you tried so hard to make things work and it didn't, but trust me, there's a meaning behind everything. Whether it's the right time with the wrong person or the wrong time with the right person, eventually things will fall into place and you'll be happy why it never worked out with the wrong ones. Now, I just think this is a beautiful quote because I live my life by the quote that everything happens for a reason. If something bad is happening to me in my life or I'm going through something, but telling myself that there is a reason for that and it is somehow shaping me or I'm gonna learn something from it, even if I can't see it in the moment, really helps me get through the situation. And I feel like there are so many things that I've been through that now I look back on and even if they're really shitty, I'm glad I went through that because that taught me this, or I learnt this, or I grew in this sort of way. And with life, you have to take the good and the bad. I think bad things really shape who you are as a person, and sometimes shitty things have to happen in order for you to get stronger and to realize who you are. So that's just my perspective on it. That's how I feel about that quote. I really like it because it kind of goes with my philosophy of life, and yeah. So if there's shitty stuff happening to you, push through it because there will be a reason why that happened, even if it's not clear right now. Someone is planning your life, I think anyway, and there'll be a reason for that. So push through because you can do it. The next quote is one that I love, and it says, a secret to happiness is letting every situation be what it is instead of what you think it should be, and then making the best of it. I posted this on Instagram the other day because I just think it's a great quote. Now, someone commented on the photo who I have been talking to personally, and they're going through a really rough time and bad things have happened to them. And I don't know that this quote applies to all situations because it's really difficult if something terrible is happening to you to just let that situation be what it is instead of what you want it to be. Instead of having high expectations for things or expecting life to be a certain way, sometimes you just have to be it is what it is. I can't change that. I can change myself and how I think about the situation, but just letting things be what they are. Because sometimes I feel like we get way too caught up on oh, I wish it was like this, or I wish my life was like this, or it should be like this, and not just accepting it for what it is. So I like that quote. I hope you guys like it too. The third one is similar to the first, but I thought I would include it anyway because I really like it. It says, you may not see it today or tomorrow, but you will look back in a few years and be absolutely perplexed and awed by how every little thing added up and brought you somewhere wonderful, or where you always wanted to be. You will be grateful that things didn't work out the way you once wanted them to. And I think this is so important because so much of the time I feel like we are holding on to things and we're so sure about this is what my life should be like, and this is, I'm meant to be with this person, and this person's the love of my life, and all that sort of stuff. And I can look back on previous relationships and be oh shit, I thought when I was 18 or 17 that person was, I was I'm so in love with them, and even if I was I couldn't see outside of that. And only through breaking up and then meeting someone else, you kind of learn about yourself and learn that just wasn't meant to be. And even though at the time it can be really hard, it's really interesting to see how life pans out. And I just think it's so important, even if you don't see that now, or even if you're feeling something really bad now, you've just been through a really bad breakup or whatever it may be, that in the future you can look back on that, or you will be able to look back on that and be oh, that just wasn't meant to be. That shaped me and made me become who I am today. So I like that quote. I have 2 more quotes to share with you guys, and then I'm gonna wrap this up because this is probably getting quite long now. The next quote says, "In order to move on, you must understand why you felt what you did and why you no longer need to feel it." After I read this quote, I sat and thought about it for a while, and I really, really like it. It really resonates with me. I feel like so much of the time when we're feeling down or like sad and depressed, we're like, why am I feeling like this? And you're asking yourself all these questions. And I think it's really, really important in order for you to completely move on, like this quote says, is to really think about it and be like, what is making me feel this way? Or why have I felt this way? And then trying to do something to change that and then move on. This is a lot easier said than done, but I think you have to really understand the emotion that you're feeling in order to like move on from it and to let it go and to put it in the past. And I think a lot of the time when we're feeling shitty, we're like, why am I feeling like this? Why won't it go away? Why can't I just stop feeling like this? And we almost like wallow in that sad negative energy or negative feeling. And I think if we really get really connected to that feeling and realize like where it's coming from, then you can make the change and do what you need to in order to try and move on from that situation and move on from that feeling. Wow, this video is getting really, really deep, but I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I'm just gonna finish it up on one last quote, and I posted this on Instagram, so some of you have probably seen it, but I really, really like it, and it says, "People were created to be loved, things were created to be used. The reason why the world is in chaos is because things are being loved and people are being used." This quote kind of speaks for itself, and I really like it because I think it is so powerful. We need to love each other. Like, we shouldn't be bringing each other down and doing bad things and saying bad things to people and judging people for who they are, who they love, all that sort of stuff, what they look like. Because at the end of the day, we're all put on this earth, we're all humans, we're all the same, we all have feelings, we all have insecurities, and I think we need to like bring each other up and not push each other down. I think it's really important, and I think if we can all do that, then the world will be a much happier place. So that concludes this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. It has been a bit random. There's been like cereal in the mix, and then there's been like deep ass quotes in the mix, but it's been a bit of a jumbly shit that I'm loving, but I hope you guys enjoyed it nonetheless. And I hope you guys took something from the video, whether it was some sort of inspiration from one of the quotes I shared, or maybe you just found a fucking new cereal you want to try. Whatever it may be, I hope you guys benefited from this video and enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed sharing this stuff with you. If you want to follow me on any of my social media, it's at Amy Grace with 3 E's. It's over there, and I'll also have it down below. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I put out videos every single week, and we have a lovely little family here on this channel, and I love every single one of you. Also, thank you for 17,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely crazy. I love you all. You guys give me so much and support me and love me, and I just want to do the same for you. So before I get too cheesy, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye! Done and dusted. I can smell prawns cooking downstairs, so I'm gonna get all over that. So see you guys in the next video. Bye! Oh, damn it, that spin was interrupted by my desk. Bye. Titties.